Hey guys, welcome back. In the last video, I told you guys that I was pregnant, etc. with my daughter. In the end of the video, I did um the gender reveal thingy, but I decided to do it with alcohol. Those were actually cocktails, by the way. They were some pink something, some pink stuff with grenadine syrup, vodka, and some other juice. I don't really remember. But yeah, I made cocktails and I had my mom and my sister had them. Yeah. So, fast forward, I am no longer pregnant. No longer pregnant. Yeah. My daughter is now 6 months. She turned 6 months. I think it was like on the 3rd of this month, so that was like 3 days ago. She turned 6 months. She is a happy, healthy, pretty baby. I will introduce you guys to her today, but I had a couple questions from some of you. Y'all wanted to know how my pregnancy went and if it was the same as with Taylor, and how my delivery went and all that. So I decided to break that down in the video, and towards the end of the video, you guys are gonna meet Ayla. She's asleep downstairs right now, but hopefully by the time I finish rumble in my mouth, she's gonna be up by then. So yes, let me take a sip. Woo. Okay, so Ayla, I should say, was planned. Okay, so I have no idea where I stopped off when my mom was calling me. No, Ayla is not up yet. But anywho, right? There's some construction going on in the back. Y'all can just pretend y'all don't hear the hammering. Anyways, Ayla it was very easy pregnancy towards the ending. Let me get that right. When I was say around 2 months pregnant, when I originally found out that I was pregnant, I had a close call. I almost ended up losing the kid, and yeah, same as Taylor, almost ended up losing Taylor. I'm pretty sure that story with Taylor is in one of my earlier videos. But yeah, so I almost ended up losing her, poor baby, and we did a lot of doctors and stuff like that. And then when I was 3 months pregnant, I started having some kind of sinus issue to the point where I literally couldn't breathe through my nose for months. So from 3 months up until about 6 months, I couldn't breathe through my nostrils. I am literally not joking. My nose was blocked and I could only breathe through my mouth. So in the night was a hustle for me, because if you know, when you're pregnant, it's already hard for you to breathe, and far less if you cannot breathe at all through your nose. That was my situation that pregnancy, but I did not have any like morning sickness or any of that stuff. The only reason why I knew I was pregnant so early was because we were actually trying, and I was busy taking pregnancy tests like it was painkillers. Yeah. So fast forward, when I was like 6 months, that's when I took that photo, the one that's in the previous video with me in the black dress. That's when I took that. We went to doctor very often to make sure she was okay. In the beginning we thought it was a boy, but we were both praying for a girl, and she ended up being a girl. So yeah, someone asked me how the delivery went. Her delivery was quite easy and a lot quicker than with Taylor. So let me start here, right? I pretty much did every single thing in my previous video. I would like you to watch my previous video before you watch this one, because it would make more sense. You'd probably understand what I'm saying a little better. But I did everything that I did in my previous videos with Ayla. So when I was 36 weeks thereabout, I started drinking my red raspberry leaf tea. No, it wasn't 36 weeks, was it? I'm not even sure. I think she was born at 37 weeks. So I started drinking that stuff, I think, at 44 weeks. Earlier on, yeah. I started my red raspberry leaf tea. I drank my labor prep tea. That's by Pink Stock. I can link everything there for you. Yeah, so I used to drink I didn't like to drink the raspberry leaf tea by cup. I used to just get a big bottle, my big gray bottle of water, Put the raspberry leaf tea bag in a cup to soak in hot water, and then pour everything into my big grey bottle and drink that throughout the day. The labor prep tea, I drank 1 cup in the morning and 1 cup in the evening. And I also used the evening primrose oil. I used to take 1 capsule in the beginning. That was when I was like 36 weeks. I took 1 capsule in the morning and 1 in the evening, and then I started using the capsule, the oil from the capsule, and rubbing it along your perineum. I can't remember how to say that word. Yeah. Why am I sinus blocking all of a sudden? So yeah, I rubbed it and it got me nice and ready, I guess. And then I went in when I was, I think, 37 weeks, and I got a membrane sweep done. My doctor approved it, everything. Please make sure your doctor knows what you're doing before you do it. If you're taking tips from me, make sure you tell your doctor what you're going to take, etc. Make sure you buy the right stuff, etc. I don't want anything happening to anybody. But anywho, she did the sweep the first, I think it was the last day of November when she did the sweep, to be honest. Yeah. And I was like, I'm ready. She told me, well, normally when she does these things, the baby normally borns the day after or the same day or whatever. She did it, and nothing happened. I bounced on the ball until my legs was ready to give way. I walked up the hill and down the hill and all of that stuff. I took rough car rides. I had sex. Nothing was happening. My boyfriend started giving up, and he was like, okay, this shit ain't happening. We may have to wait until Christmas, because Ayla's due date was actually Christmas Eve. She was supposed to come on the 24th of December, but I wanted her to come early because I didn't want her staying in the cooking too long. So I told him from day one, this baby is coming the 3rd of December, right? I originally wanted the 11th of December so it would match, but I decided, you know what, no, she's coming the 3rd because I am tired, I'm done with this pregnancy. I did everything I could. I bounced on ball, I did all my shit. The 2nd of December, nothing. Everybody was here waiting. I started feeling a little, like, slight contractions. So I figured it was just Braxton Hicks, like it was nothing serious. And nothing. And then the 3rd of December came, my entire family was here because I said, 3rd of December baby's coming, and everybody was like, yeah. Nothing. Whole day went by. I'm like, oh shit, this is not happening. My boyfriend was here the whole day, and then he decided, you know what, he's gonna go and check the guys or whatever towards the evening. So I was like, okay, yeah, because nothing was happening, let's just, maybe another day. So I'm here the whole day, cooling out. In the night, it was like 7 o'clock in the night, 8 o'clock. I started feeling like a sharp pain. Then I went to use the bathroom, and I saw what you call the mucus plug come out. And then I felt some water. So I'm like, oh shit, this is about to go down. But then I'm like, I don't want to go to the hospital now at 8 o'clock. And then it's not like, it's not time, and I have to stay there and wait and all that crap. So I was like, let me linger a little bit. So I took a shower. I got dressed. When I got dressed, more water came down. I was like, oh shit. That's when I called my boyfriend. I told him, come back. And I told my mom and him to get ready. My mom was like, this is not happening today. You just feel like it's going to happen. It's just Braxton. I told her, no, I think it's time. She told me, okay. She packed her stuff. We left. We left my house. It was 8:45. We got to the hospital at 9:15. It took us 30 minutes to get from my house to the hospital because the road was bumpy as shit, and I was not about to have a bumpy ass ride the whole way down, so I made him drive slowly. So we got to the hospital. It was 9:15. I told the midwife that. The midwife told me, well, love, since this is your second kid, maybe your body's not ready yet, but we'll still put you in the maternity ward just in case. Bring me to the maternity ward. They put me on the bed. They checked to see how far along I am. She told me, you're still only 2 centimeters, so you're most likely not having a kid today. It is now, it was like, I think 9:30, right? I told her, I am feeling pain. I feel like this kid is coming. She told me, my girl, just take a deep breath. We cannot give you any painkillers yet. You're only 2 centimeters. I think you're only 2 centimeters. So just relax. Eventually, you will be ready. I said, okay. I was there feeling like every 5 minutes I'm feeling the pressure, I'm feeling the pain. I'm like, oh shit, something is happening and this lady is not seeing me. So my mom came the last time. It was like, I think 10:15 now. My mom came in, she came to check on me. She told me, you know what, since my son is in the vehicle, he's already falling asleep, should they go home? I told her, you know what, it might be the whole night. The woman already told me I'm gonna give birth tonight, so maybe the food is not happening after all, so y'all can go, right? My mom and them left the hospital at 10:30. I was what? There's a clock directly above you. I was watching the clock and I'm feeling the pain, but it's not intense pain, like intense. I started feeling the sharp pain. It was around, I think, 20 minutes to 11. I started feeling the sharp pain and I'm like, okay, what's going on? The lady came, she checked me, she's like, you're not ready. I told her, my love, I think something is happening. She told me, love, you're not ready yet. This may take you until tomorrow or whatever. You're just freaking out because you're feeling a little pain. So she left. And now it's 11:15. I buzzed her back in because this pain is getting intense. I'm like, can you give me some painkillers or some shit? She comes. She's like, what are you feeling? I told her, well, for some reason I'm feeling something going in and going out, going in, going out. She's like, huh? So she's like, 1 second. She doesn't have her gloves on, nothing yet, huh? She decides to check. She's like, oh shit, the baby head is coming out. Excuse my French. I'm like, I told you. That's the thing with these people. They insist like you don't know your body, but all along we know our body. We know when it is time. I told her it was time and it was in time, right? She starts coloring. Oh shit, let me grab my gloves, let me grab this, let me grab that. Wait, my girl, you can hold it. Let me, you know, she grabbing her things. She comes, she trying to things upon the baby head, but she's like, just now. She grab her gloves, put her gloves, fast. Baby come out. She's like, the baby head started coming out, right? She's like, okay, don't push. Let me tell you when to push, but don't push it. I told her, love, I cannot control it. It is happening. I cannot stop myself from pushing, right? That is one. If you're a mom, you know that you cannot stop yourself from pushing. So the baby starts coming out, right? She's like, okay, you can push now. I told her it's already happening. Ayla basically just came out. She just came out. Now it was now 11:45. She was born at 10:11 on the 3rd of December. I was like, ha, I told all of them she was coming on the 3rd and she came on the 3rd. So yeah, and when she came out, she was pink as hell. Pink. The nurses were freaking out. They put her in the thing to keep her hot. You know what I'm talking about, the incubator, I think. I don't remember what it's called, but they put her in that. And the nurses came to check on me, and the nurse is like, another nurse that came earlier that night, she came back and she's like, whose baby is that? I told her mine. She's like, you came here literally an hour ago. How the baby born already? I told you the baby is coming tonight. She's like, oh wow. And everybody's freaking out, and all the nurses from outside are coming in and they're like, that happened so quickly. And they're like, you fine? I'm like, yep. So then the nurse took out the placenta, and yeah, that was that. I got dressed. They gave me Ayla. Yeah, that was it. It was now 11 o'clock. I called my mom. I told my mom, she's here. My boyfriend had just gotten to the house with my mom. I said, they're like, what? I told them, yeah, she came. She came a few minutes ago. They told me, but we literally just got to the house. How did she come so quickly? I'm like, but I told y'all don't listen to me. I know my body. And as women, you know, we know our body, right? When we say baby's coming. So you better brace yourself because the baby is coming. So she came. I had my baby on my arms. Everything was nice. They put me in a room with other people. They wanted to actually leave me in the maternity ward for that night, in the labor room, for that night. But they put me on the ward instead at like 1:15 in the morning. They brought me to the ward. I was there with her. It was cool and calm, but the lights in the room was too damn bright. It was bothering me. I barely slept. Following morning, fast forward, she's a-okay, everything's a-okay. The doctor came to check me, and the doctor told me, well, you seem fine, you're up and bubbly and you're moving around and whatnot, so if you want you can go home today, but we're gonna check your daughter and make sure that everything's okay with her, and once everything's okay with her, they might let you leave with her today. I'm like, I literally had the baby less than 12 hours ago. You'll send me home? Like, yeah. So the pediatrician came in, checked Ayla, everything was okay with her. They told me, here's your discharge papers. So I had Ayla at 11 o'clock the night, well, quarter to 11, and I was discharged by 1 o'clock the following afternoon, sorry, I was discharged. So it took me like literally probably like 12, 13, 14, around 14 hours, 15 hours in the hospital. And I was sent home, and I was home with my baby the following day, pink as ever. But yeah, overall, I would probably say that since Taylor's pregnancy was a lot easier because I could breathe. 1, 2, Taylor's delivery, labor, contractions and stuff lasted longer than Ayla's, because with Ayla my contractions only started at 6 p.m. the same night that she was born. And Ayla's delivery was a lot quicker than Taylor's for some reason. She came out a lot faster. I didn't really have to push or anything. Like, I didn't have to push too much. My body was doing what it needed to do. So I felt like all what I did or what I took and stuff came through. So you guys, if you want to take a page from my book, go right ahead. I would like to advise that you speak to your doctor first and get confirmation first. I still have some of the baby weight that I want to lose. See this? This is jiggly. I normally don't address body issues, but it bothers me. So yeah, I am gonna fix it. And next time you're gonna see me online, you guys are gonna see that I'm getting, slim and trim. But it's only been 6 months of Ayla, and I've been breastfeeding throughout. Luckily, my boobs decided to not fail me yet, so I've been breastfeeding. And she's also been on formula because when I started work, I wasn't producing enough for her, so she only used to get it when I got home. Yeah, but now without further ado, let me go get Ayla to introduce you to you. I'll be back in a second. So without further ado, Ayla, say hello. Say hey guys, welcome to my channel. Hello. She was 7 pounds. She born 7 pounds, I think. I don't remember. My memory is shit since her. Yeah, say hello. Say hi. Hi. Let's smile. Let's smile for the people. Smile for the people. Yeah, pretty baby. Pretty. So yes, this is the baby that everyone has been dying to see. I've been dying to see you, boom boom. Yeah. Yeah. I was lucky enough to have 2 healthy babies, 2 healthy, beautiful babies. Pretty babies. When she was born, her eyes was actually gray. Right? I don't know what happened, but for some reason she took my eyes instead, because her dad has gray eyes. I don't know what happened. I'm praying her eyes gets back gray, because she would be so it would just be so adorable. But right now they're brown. Hi baby. Yeah. So you guys are gonna see her on, let's say we're gonna do a TikTok page. And you're gonna do some TikTokies. So they will follow you on the TikTokies. And she's gonna probably be on the YouTube channel a little bit more. That's why I introduced her now, so that you guys, you'll met her and you'll say hello. You say hello, baby. Over here. They're over here. Let go my hair. Peekaboo. 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 There's a smile. Okay, so I hope you guys like this video. Excuse the noise, construction still going on. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and you'll love meeting little Ayla. Ayla. And bye for now. See you guys next time. Say bye bye. Bye bye.